Hey everybody! Welcome back for another episode of AiPD. Today we've got two special guests. We've got Adam Bacigal, and we've got John Yo.
It's me.
Yeah.
And Jim. I'm here.
And Jim, who's not a special guest, but he's still special.
Thanks.
He's very special to me.
Give us suggestions if you're watching, but nobody's watching today.
How do I get the chat up?
If you go into live general, you can see anybody who gives us chat, but right now it's just me who said something. So
perfect.
Adam and John, you can't see unless you're watching the stream, but on the left side of the screen, we have counters for things that commonly happen in our adventures. So we have counters for kills, deaths, whoopies, which is sex, and falling backwards. So anytime you see any one of those things, we will increment the counter, and they will all happen inevitably. So,
all right.
Let's get our first character. Oh, Penelope Cruz. Nick says Penelope Cruz. You are Penelope Cruz. You are married. Wait, is Penelope Cruz married to Tom Cruise? Are they? No, that's a sister, right?
I think they're brother and sister.
Are they?
Yes, because he's married to that Kate.
My pop culture thing is terrible. Where are you typing it? You are a reverse vampire?
That's just a chat. You
Or
are
the live
Cruz.
general.
Your brother is well-known Scientologist Tom Cruise.
Jason, are you typing into the...
I haven't typed it yet.
Oh.
Okay, so that's our that's our context, and now we have to. Where's Penelope currently? What's she doing? What's going on in Penelope's life? Are we getting some coffee? Are we?
Yeah, sounds good. At Starbucks, getting coffee.
Sure.
That could lead somewhere.
Yeah, we are getting coffee at Starbucks. Keep in mind, we could do anything imaginable, but we're getting coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, it's very classic. It's a very grounded adventure.
Yeah, you want it to be believable.
Yeah, people want things that they can relate to.
Yeah.
Suddenly Al Pacino walks in and tells you...
Which one's Al Pacino? He was in Forrest Gump?
What?
He was the movie The Devil's Rejects, which he saw in a theater. The movie was very good, but it has some bad things in it too. Al says that if you want to see the movie again, then you should go to his church. It's called the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center.
That sounds pretty
they've
good.
got Pacino too.
I'm in. I'm ready to be a Scientologist.
Let's inquire more.
Yeah.
Inquire more from Al. I'd like to know more about this.
He tells you that he doesn't know anything about this church.
Wow.
Al says that he doesn't know anything about this church either.
Wow.
He just went there for coffee because he likes coffee. He asks you if you have
Al.
seen the movie before.
Okay, Al.
Al's
It makes
just
you
going
want it more.
because
Yeah.
he's senile.
He's
I'll
so
play your
invested.
little game, Al. I
Okay.
want to know more about the church.
Al Pacino's
Wait,
just
wait,
going because of he's in the throes of senility. Have you seen the Irishman?
No.
No.
He was
I heard it was
terrible.
long.
Everyone else was great in it, but Al Pacino.
You say that you don't know anything about this church. Al says that he doesn't know anything about this
Stuck
church
already.
either. He just went there for coffee because he likes coffee. He asks you if you have seen the movie before.
Thank
You've seen the
you.
movie.
We immediately punch.
Al looks surprised by your action.
Yes, thank
He
you.
tries to defend himself, but you kick him in the face several times.
Wow.
He falls on the floor. You look around
Not
and
bad.
notice
Falls on
that
the-
nobody else is
yeah, it
watching
didn't-
you.
didn't fall
You
down.
leave the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center and head back home.
All right. What's Penelope got back home?
Play Animal Crossing.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Very
is it
topical.
good?
Yeah.
The new one?
Yeah, play the new one.
Play Animal Crossing. The new one that is the sequel to the current one that only celebrities have access to.
Yeah, play Celebrity Animal Crossing.
You decide to play Animal
Yeah, I
Crossing.
believe she has
You can
method.
choose between two characters, Isabel or Nala.
Now,
Wow.
Nala all day, Nala gang.
Okay. We choose meth.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
whoa, we choose meth.
Wasn't even
You
an
start
option.
playing with Isabel.
I guess,
She seems
I
to
guess
have
Isabel is the meth
You
option.
continue playing with her until she gets bored and leaves. You try to get her attention again, but she ignores you.
Is
You think
Isabel
about what
in a
you want.
relationship with Isabel?
I don't know.
Is it punch Isabel? It's Isabel.
I don't know. I don't play.
Isabel comes back to the game. She starts talking to you. She says that she thinks you're cute. You
Uh-oh.
smile and agree.
This is
She
not a dating
continues
sim.
to talk to you and you begin to feel like you're really close to her. You begin to kiss her.
Wow.
Isabella appears behind you and punches you in the stomach.
Oh,
That was
You
a
fall
surprise
down and hit your
twist.
head.
turn quickly.
The celebrity
Isabel is
edition
a
is
beast.
completely uncensored. And just, it's just a reskin of Call of Duty.
You call her a bitch. Isabel laughs. Isabella calls you a whore.
Oh!
Isabel runs away. You cry and ask why did she do that to you?
Her names are interchangeable.
Yeah.
They are. The AI.
After her.
This is a very meta adventure. We're in a game, playing a game.
Get in the car.
Get in the car.
I changed it at the last second.
okay.
We gotta go for a drive.
Okay.
Penelope
You
needs
get
to
into the
drive.
car
Uh-oh.
and drive off.
Oh,
You arrive at the
shit.
Church of Scientology Celebrity
Back to
Center.
where we came
You
from.
park near the
Oh,
building and
okay.
walk towards it.
The church
A
is-
man wearing a black suit approaches you. He looks angry. What the fuck are you doing here? He
Is it
yells.
Al?
Say John Travolta.
I need to check my Theoden levels.
Yeah. Yeah. John Travolta.
Yes, he replies. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Is that us or is that him?
I think the man in black is John Travolta.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah, but
think.
did he say I'm sorry or did we say
And
I'm
walk
sorry?
away.
Who knows anymore? It's
Oh.
okay and walk away. Yeah, let's not fuck with. Actually, fuck John Travolta.
Get the gun.
Actually,
Oh yeah, he's got a nice ass.
Go
Well,
back and slap John.
Slap John Travolta on the ass.
Yeah.
slap Trump.
Yeah, grab his ass. Let's see what happens.
You go back and slap John Travolta on the ass. He turns around and smiles.
Oh shit.
John Travolta says, You're not going anywhere.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
man.
Uh oh.
Blow him a kiss.
You blow him a kiss. He smiles and says goodbye.
Well, I guess
John
he's going.
Travolta, stop playing with my feelings this way.
I guess he is just going on.
Wow.
We can do a superhero story next. Yeah. I'm down for that.
I'm not letting him go.
You grab his hand and run out of the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center. You walk along the street. You hear a voice calling after you.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Man, they are campaigning hard to get us to go in and join.
Are they sending us away? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. Hey,
They
get in!
want to make it seem like it's really exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's ever heard of the church, not even the people that are in it. But
Members only.
Go back in the church.
All right.
You return to the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center. You find that Isabel is now gone. You wonder where she went.
Search for shallow graves around the church.
You gotta find them.
Something tells me Isabella's not coming back.
You search for shallow graves around the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center. You find them all.
We find them
you
all
walk through the
pretty
cemetery
easily.
and find Isabel's grave. You kneel over her grave and pray.
I knew
God
it.
damn it.
That's why I searched.
I didn't know this was gonna get deep.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Like on her grave.
You
I hope
squat and pee on
Yeah,
Isabel's
got it.
grave. You stand up and wipe yourself off. You realize that you've been praying to Isabel instead of God. You sit down and pray to God.
All right, let's dig up Isabella and like put her on a cross or something.
Yeah, dig her up.
Oh yeah, still typing about John's
You
response.
raise
Okay.
Isabel from the dead.
Oh, thank
You
God.
take
Oh,
her
there
to
we-
the
okay.
church and put her inside. You
Oh.
enter the church and wait for Isabel to come out. When she does, you hug her and kiss her. You say goodbye and leave the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center.
That's right.
Command Isabella to take
Just
down the
me
Church
and
of
my
Scientology.
zombie.
Man.
Uh,
Craft Molotov cocktail.
okay, yeah, let's do that.
Uh-oh.
Let's burn it down. Isabella's our god, so she ain't gonna die. She'll get out of there. She'll leave.
You craft a Molotov cocktail.
Wow.
You throw it at the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center. It explodes. You watch as the flames engulf the building. You watch as the flames engulf the building.
Damn right I do.
Yeah. Watch the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard come out. And
Are we releasing the Thetans like when they turned off the Ghostbuster?
we totally are, yeah. All their alien ghosts
You
are gonna
call
come
the
out.
police and tell them
Oh.
that Tom Hanks caused the fire. The police arrives and they investigate. They find no evidence linking you to the crime.
Perfect.
Mission accomplished.
When in doubt, lie.
Penelope Cruz
blame-
and Isabel.
Yeah.
Forever.
You always have to believe the accuser.
Fight L. Ron
What?
Hubbard's 50-foot ghost. Alien ghost.
You fight L. Ron Hubbard's 50-foot alien ghost.
Yeah.
You beat him up. You use his own blood to paint your body red.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
attack him with fists and kicks. You break his legs and arms. You rip his tongue out and eat it.
Damn, Penelope.
You bite his eyes out and drink his blood.
You bite
You
his
spit
eyes
on
out?
his face and burn his skin.
Oh, damn. Penelope's.
You apologize to L. Ron Hubbard's
Oh,
50-foot
no!
alien ghost. He tells you that you will never destroy him. You thank him and leave.
Oh, okay. He just got his ass whooped, and he's like, "You'll never beat me." It's like, we spared your ass.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
let's
could
get
use
some cheese, yeah.
Let's get some cheese. You know?
This will be the thing that defeats Penelope. It's just
Yeah.
basic
You
dairy.
get some cheese.
Oh
Oh my god.
You vomit. You vomit again. You vomit again. You vomit.
You vomit again. You vomit again.
Greater than you go back home.
It knows we live in the valley.
Yeah. Eat dairy again.
You vomit again and again. We vomited so much. God damn.
Well, let's just
You
limit
won't
it to
never eat
cheese.
dairy again. You
No,
swear
all
to never
dairy.
touch any kind of milk or cream ever
Never
again.
corrupting
You swear to
Penelope's
never
body.
touch any
We're
kind
never
of meat
touching.
ever again.
She
You
vows
swear
to
to never touch any kind of fruit
Whoa,
ever again.
what?
No meat,
You swear
no
to
fruit.
never touch any
No
kind of
vegetable.
vegetable ever again.
What?
You swear to never touch anything made from animal flesh ever again.
Alright.
Yeah, so we're just gonna eat like wood shavings? We're gonna eat like sand?
Yeah.
No, that's vegetable.
Sand is a vegetable? Yeah.
You eat dairy.
No.
You feel full.
Oh
You
my
vomit.
god.
You vomit
Look
again.
It's typical.
I'm telling you, it's poison for Penelope.
You vow not to eat it, and then you immediately.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Well, Penelope Cruz isn't exactly the shining star
You
of
go to the
integrity.
beach.
Oh my god.
See?
You feel sick. You
That's
vomit.
dairy.
You vomit.
Sand is dairy.
We're gonna die because we can't eat
wait.
anything. Kill all the dairy.
Kill all the dairy.
Alright.
You know, if we just purge our
Greater
things,
than you kill all the dairy.
See, sometimes it'll. Sometimes it's capable of looping, so we can always revert.
Greater than you go back to the church.
No!
Twist.
And where
No!
the church was.
No! Never! Yeah, go back to Universal. Oh yeah, I guess that, yeah. They've taken over.
Yeah, both of those.
Greater than you go to Universal Studios Hollywood. You go to Universal Studios Hollywood. You see a man who looks like Tom Cruise. He asks if you want to be in a movie called The Mummy starring Tom Cruise.
Okay.
You agree.
Oh,
You are
man.
taken to a room and told to
Is he
strip
in The
naked.
Mummy?
A woman
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
into the room
Yeah.
and puts a
The new
silver
one.
bar over your head.
Puts a silver bar over your head.
Must be
Same
some
thing.
mummy thing.
that's
Oh,
how you
wait.
protect yourself from the mummy's curse.
You plant a photo
Oh,
of
here we
Tom
go.
Hanks on your forehead. You scream and cry. You fall unconscious. You wake up in a strange place.
Whoa!
You look around and
Holy
see a large
shit.
black hole.
What?
You hear voices. You ask what is going on. You are led to another room and shown a picture of Tom Hanks.
By who?
You laugh and smile.
I
Boy.
feel like Tom Hanks has, I don't know. Yeah. His own religion that he's just been watching us
You
the whole
say,
time.
Tom, you
Oh,
son
shit.
of a bitch. You laugh and smile.
We love-
You laugh and smile.
We love
You-
repeating things. Penelope's going off the deep end here.
Yeah.
I think
She needs some meth. She's in
She needs
withdrawal.
meth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Tom Cruise mummy. I haven't seen it, but Brendan Fraser's mummy was pretty good. So, yeah, there we go.
Greater than you go to the church.
Oh, he's at the church. He's another Scientologist. They got him. Not Brendan
They got
Fraser.
him. He's in there. That's where it is.
He's already got enough shit going on with his life. Okay. Escape Tom Hanks. And go to a deserted island.
Ooh.
Okay.
We see a bunch of volleyballs with hands painted on
This is promising.
You escape Tom Hanks and go to a deserted island. You hide in a cave for 3 days. You eat fish and turtles.
Presumably,
sleep
you
in a
throw up a
hammock.
lot.
You eat
Yeah.
coconuts. You have sex with a coconut. You play with
Yeah.
dolphins.
How does
You
a
swim
woman
in a
have sex
river.
with a coconut?
You play with a turtle. You play with a dolphin. You play with a turtle.
it. Okay.
We did it, guys. We got laid.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's sex with a coconut. That counts. I'm gonna increment the whoopee counter.
Greater than you give cigarettes to the coconut.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marry the coconut. Yeah.
Our coconut husband.
You gotta marry the coconut.
You marry Coco.
No!
You die.
That's how I
You
die?
Ah.
You died. You
Alright, you
That's it.
Oh, marriage
Okay.
is a trap.
and the death.
One death.
Yeah,
One death.
One day.
And Whoopi. That was a Whoopi?
Yeah, we got Whoopi for
Oh, okay.
shoving a whole coconut in our jeans.
Uh,
Alright, let's do a superhero.
Okay.
Give us the name of a superhero. You are a superhero named... Your name is Phil. You are Corn. Okay, you are a superhero. I like superhero Corn.
What is Corn our superhero name and Phil is our real name,
You
or
are
is
a
Phil our superhero name?
You are a superhero named Phil. You are a cob of corn. Yeah, Corn Man.
Corn Man.
Oh no, half man, half corn. I like that. You're a superhero.
But what
named
half?
Phil. You are half
What? That's an important question.
half man, half corn.
on the top or bottom?
I hear he's a great programmer. He made a lot of kernels.
Ba-da-bum.
All right, what's Phil doing right now? What crimes is a half corn, half man superhero going about doing?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's getting stuck in the cartel's teeth.
I feel like he's getting stuck on a subway.
Okay. You
Or taking the
are
subway.
Taking the subway. Suddenly, a meth addict pulls out a knife and starts yelling.
As they do.
He grabs an old lady. And then let's see what happens.
She screams and runs away screaming.
Okay.
The guy is still holding her handbag when he sees you.
We can get
You
that
run
handbag
over to
back.
him and grab his bag. He tries to pull it from your grasp, but you have enough strength to throw him against the wall.
Whoa.
He falls to the floor, clutching his chest in pain. You fucking idiot.
No, you fucking idiot.
Oh yeah. Corn punch! Yeah.
Yeah, smack him.
Like open-handed.
He lets go of the bag and looks at you with tears in his eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. He then begins crying again. You take the bag and put it on the seat next to you. It's okay, you say. We're all friends here. Thank you so much, he says as he hugs you.
This is just like that movie, The Joker.
What? He asks. A kiss. Oh, okay. You start kissing him back and soon after you both get off at the station. As you walk down the street, you see a homeless man sitting by himself. He notices you too and walks up to you. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
Let's kiss him too.
John.
Corn Man solves everything with
Yeah.
romance.
He just has to kiss.
Uh,
Is there nothing that can be done?
uh,
That can't be solved by the kissing?
kiss the grope the homeless man.
It was almost romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's like a porno. So
Yeah.
The homeless man turns around and smiles. Hi. He continues walking towards you. You grab his ass cheeks and begin grinding into him. He doesn't resist and just sits there smiling. Are
Oh,
you new
God.
here? He asks.
We're
Yeah,
terrible.
we were looking for a place to stay.
I think I've seen this video.
yeah, it's like the troll tube corn porno scene. Yeah. Is this your refrigerator box?
Take him
You
to the
push him
box.
inside his box and lock the door. Come on, let's go. You say. Okay. He nods and follows you outside. You sit on a bench and he sits on the other side. He reaches under his blanket and takes out a small black case. He opens it and shows you a gun. This is my weapon, he explains.
He don't got bullets. He stole that gun. He couldn't afford bullets. Call his bluff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's play a game, homeless man. You go first. I'm made of corn.
You hold the gun to his head and squeeze. He gasps and holds his hands up. Don't shoot, he tells you. Why not? You ask. Because I don't want to kill you. He replies. Well, why did you do it? You ask. Because I was angry, he answers. How do you know that won't happen again?
I don't. I have an anger problem.
Alright, next. Play Russian roulette again.
Yes. This can only end, well, one of two ways, I think.
He sighs and puts the gun away.
What?
I guess, he says.
What?
So how come you came here anyway? You ask. My friend told me about this shelter. He replies. That's great. What kind of shelter is it? You ask. It's a big one. He replies.
Big one.
Where are you staying?
Mine, in the alleyway.
No, in a tub
Show
of
me
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, show me corn.
Here. He points to a large tent. It's nice
Okay.
and warm
okay.
here.
Warm
You
tent.
nod and
We're
follow
gonna
him
start becoming
inside.
popcorn.
Inside the tent you find a bedroll and some blankets. A few more people enter the tent. One of them is a woman who immediately goes over to hug you. Another is a middle-aged man wearing glasses.
Get the... Start popping there.
It's too hot in the tent.
You pop the popcorn and watch as the people enjoy themselves.
Eat me.
After a while you hear
fellow
someone call your
homeless.
name. It's the homeless man. He comes over to you and gives you a big hug. Thanks, he says. No problem. You reply. Do you mind if I sit with you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I do mind.
Greater
Inform
than
me.
you tell him no. You tell him no. He seems disappointed. Can
I
we
feel-
talk later?
I feel bad.
He asks.
Aw.
Yes, me and butter on the homeless man. Yeah. Yeah, let's get a super villain. We need corn.
You
Needs to,
smile and give him a quick peck on the cheek. Sure, he says. Later,
Yeah, how do we
you
fight
say,
this?
see ya, he says and leaves. You wipe your face and continue watching the movie. After the movie ends you notice the homeless man has left. You look around and see that everyone else has gone home.
The
They
real
had homes.
Oh,
supervillain-
okay. They
The
did
real
have
supervillain
homes.
is isolation.
Turn around and see the Monopoly Man. Monopoly guy.
What about the Planner's
Or-
Peanut guy?
Arch nemesis. He next to him is the Planner's Peanut guy.
This is his sidekick.
They both seem happy.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's good.
Start shit with them. Now we're the villain. Yeah, exactly. The homeless people.
You
did
stand
have
up and
homes.
start walking
They were-
towards them.
They were
They
grifting
both
us.
stop and stare at you. Whoa, they say. Didn't expect that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bring it on.
They both laugh and slap each other on the back.
Oh,
Good job,
we bet.
they say. Let's do it again sometime.
Oh, I
Oh,
must have-
yeah. I like that though. I like where your head's go. Take my corn cob hands. This is why he really is no longer the mascot.
Yeah.
we killed him.
We killed him.
The planter's peanut guy grabs his hand and starts pulling out the cob.
Oh.
The homeless man
he's
stands
right
nearby
behind
and watches. The planter's peanut guy pulls out a knife and stabs the homeless man through the eye. The homeless man
homeless man.
screams and drops the knife. He runs over to you and tries to pull the knife out.
The
Oh,
Planners guy really was a villain.
Yeah. See, I knew
We
he was
were
being
right.
nice, but then he was just waiting to stab somebody.
that was a twist.
Yeah.
I did not see coming.
Turn the Planners guy into peanut butter. Turn the peanut guy into peanut butter. Dead. Nah.
Yeah.
Get
The
peanut
homeless
butter on.
man begins to melt into a puddle of goo.
Oh
The peanut
no!
guy laughs and picks up the knife. Now I'm going to eat you.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Oh,
I
we
thought the
aimed
Monopoly guy
badly.
was our villain, but it turns out his sidekick.
It turns out I told you that fucking Planners Peanut guy, man.
Ugh.
How did he melt the homeless man into goo? Why would he do that?
He's like pointed at the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You got confused.
Yeah, what did we do?
Actually, that wasn't the peanut guy. It was just meth. Makes you melt when you die.
Is it meth again?
Oh wait,
Where's
it's always
the-
meth.
Where's Penelope Cruz?
Yeah.
What does she have to say about
Yeah,
this?
grab the knife. Let's try to.
It's probably a butter knife.
Yeah.
You grab the knife and stab the planter's peanut
Oh,
guy in
yeah.
the throat.
Whew.
He falls backwards onto
Falls
the ground and
backwards.
dies.
Oh yeah, falls
The
back.
planter's
And
peanut
dies.
guy looks at you and smiles. What surprise, he says. What a surprise, you say.
So we've got a kill.
What
We
a
gotta fall
surprise.
backwards.
You walk over to the dead planter's peanut guy and start licking his dead face. He stares at you and then slowly turns his head to the side. His eyes roll into the back of his head and he dies.
Wow.
You lick his face clean and leave.
Yeah.
And the jizz is implied.
That's not what I wanted, but that's fine.
The jizz
You
is
should
implied.
always wash your hands after killing a person.
That's true.
Yeah. I just hope we're not allergic to peanuts.
We gotta go after the Monopoly guy next. He didn't do anything,
You wash
but
your
he didn't
hands
stop
and
it.
put them on a
He's
table.
Yeah.
guilty too.
You pick up a bottle of water and pour it all over your hands. Then you rinse them off. You finish washing your hands
Okay,
and put
this
them
is
back on the
just a
table.
tutorial of
You
washing
pick
your
up
hands.
another bottle of water and fill it with soap. You rub your hands together and use the soap to lather
We
up your
got-
hands.
Oh, why would he do that? That's a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a kill count.
Okay, I like that. We killed a bunch of
You
germs.
take a razor blade and carefully cut off one of your fingers. Hold the severed finger up to the light.
Yes.
You can clearly
Kill
see
some
your
germs.
pinky finger. You grin and wiggle it for the camera.
Oh,
The camera.
I think
camera.
you may be a psychopath.
it's for, it's for
All right.
Twitter.
What
What
is
does
for
the Peanuts man?
go after
What does
the
Corn Man become?
go after the Monopoly guy? Tell him you killed.
Do you have any superpowers? Do we know?
What would a corn superpower be?
Popping popcorn.
Yeah, pop.
Yeah.
You run over to the Monopoly guy. You point the finger at him and yell, "I killed his buddy."
Okay.
He walks over to you and looks down at the finger.
Oh,
Oh my god, Dad, are you serious?
remember. Yeah.
He says, "Yes, I am." You reply, "Are you sure you didn't just kill someone?"
Yeah.
He backs away from you. Yeah, I know what happened. He says, "Well, let's get out of here."
All right, let's revert that. Let's. We gotta do something more extreme. We gotta use our superpower. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If this doesn't.
You say, "Hey, you're not really
Oh,
a real
that's-
millionaire."
Oh!
Because I think you should know that.
Oh shit!
Fucking
Monopoly man,
devastating
take
people.
that. Okay.
Jesus.
Now spray hot butter in his eyes.
Spray hot.
Where does the butter come from?
You don't want to know.
You get closer to the Monopoly guy. You reach out and touch his shoulder. He doesn't react. You begin
wait, I got
spraying
one.
hot butter in his eyes.
Yes.
He gasps and stumbles away from you. You quickly run after him.
Oh, well, yeah. We didn't really need to use our superpowers at all to do that.
You rush over to the Monopoly guy. You shove him against the wall and push him onto the subway tracks. He screams and yells for help. You run after him.
It's too little, too late, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
I got a superpower. Uncooked corn kernels.
yeah.
You enter the Monopoly man's house and find a large bag of uncooked corn kernels. You open the bag and dump the kernels into the Monopoly man's mouth.
Dies.
He
That's a
gags
kill.
and coughs. He collapses to the floor and dies. You laugh and throw the bag of kernels on the floor.
Yeah.
You walk over to the Monopoly guy and kneel down next to him. You dip your finger into the bucket of butter and stick it in his face.
That's cold.
He gasps and coughs. He falls to the floor and dies.
Well, I know what
You
we
laugh
do
and
there.
toss the bucket of butter on the floor.
Wow, we killed both of our arch nemesis.
That's a pretty good day.
Yeah. Yeah. We might as well. I mean, nobody's. It was. Alright.
You enter the Monopoly man's house and find a large bag of uncooked corn
Okay,
kernels.
we got it.
You open the bag and dump the
Alright, let's see what cut off on the finger.
You walk over to the Monopoly guy and bend over to
No,
pick
no,
up
no,
his
no, no.
finger.
What? You pick up his finger?
You pull it out
cut
and
off
drop
his
it on the floor.
It's
He
confused.
gasps
Oh,
and
yeah.
screams for help. You run after him.
Yeah, let's revert again. Oh, yeah, shit.
Oh.
Oh, wait, and then.
Okay, let me try.
Oh, wait, it's.
You walk over to the
Oh.
Monopoly guy and grab his arm. You twist it hard and slice off your own finger.
Oh, okay, there
He
we go.
gasps and cries out. He falls to the floor and dies.
What?
You laugh and throw the blood on the floor.
What?
We throw a lot of
Classic.
things on the floor.
He has
Classic.
this
It's really just a classic move.
Yeah.
Um,
We killed everybody twice.
Maybe we should see the commissioner. Let's get a medal.
Yeah, let's go to the mayor.
yeah.
He's
you got-
probably
you got it,
shining
John?
the corn signal or whatever.
Yeah.
You walk over to the Monopoly guy and
Oh
ask
my
him if he
God.
has any keys to the mayor's mansion. He shakes his head no.
Because he's
You
dead.
walk over to the mayor and ask him if he knows where the mayor is. He nods and tells you to follow him. You follow him outside and into the mayor's mansion.
Why does the mayor live in a mansion? This is a small city council. Question the mayor on how he can afford a mansion. I think we just found a new supervillain. I think the
Corrupt.
mayor is
The mayor, the bad guy the whole time?
Yep, the mayor was.
The mayor smiles and asks you what you want.
Oh.
You explain that you need to borrow money from him. The mayor says that he will give you $10 million.
That's
Dollars.
a
Him
bribe.
and
That
nod.
is a bribe.
That's
if I
more
ever
than
heard
enough, he
He
says.
wants, it's dollars though, man.
one. Yeah.
Do we
$10
accept the
million.
bribe?
No.
I think Jim
Fuck
just
yeah, we
accepted
do. I
the
accept
bribe.
it.
Okay, we
You
take
shake
one.
the mayor's
That was not a
hand.
bribe.
He grins and gives you a big smile. Good luck, kid, he says.
Yeah.
You smile back and walk away.
Well, let me tell you where my money came from. Let me just give you $10 million, though. Any questions? Yeah, might as well enjoy our
You walk over
ill-gotten
to the
gains.
Monopoly guy and ask him if he has any ladders.
Huh?
He shakes his head no. You walk over to
He's
the
dead.
mayor and ask him if he has any ladders.
Why ladder?
He
Why
shakes his
ladders?
head no.
Oh,
It
You
thinks
walk
the
over to
Lambo is a type
carpenter
of
and
ladder.
ask him if
Okay,
he has
okay,
any
wait.
ladders. He shakes his head no.
yeah. Let's specify Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, please. Oh.
Yeah,
Did I spell it right?
I think so. I don't know. It might be able to figure it out.
Maybe.
You cook a big
You walk
pasta
over to
dinner,
the Monopoly
cook your
guy and
Lamborghini.
ask him if he has any keys to the Lamborghini dealership.
Oh, yeah.
He shakes his head no. You walk over to the Lamborghini
'Cause he's
dealer
dead.
and ask him if he has any keys to the
Why do we
dealership.
keep...
He shakes his head no. You walk over to the Ferrari dealer and ask him if he has any keys to the dealership.
Keys to the dealership.
I really want these keys.
Drive
For the building.
Drive fast on the freeway with your new sports car. Get a ladder and drive it like a car. That's great. Yeah. Let's do that next.
You drive your Lamborghini through the streets of Los
Now it
Angeles.
knows what a car
You
is.
speed along the freeways and park your car right beside the highway.
Oh, that's
You
dangerous.
bump out of your car and run across the freeway towards the Lamborghini dealership.
Hi!
You run inside the dealership and knock on the door. A
It is
woman
back
opens
into
the
the
door and
dealership.
greets you. She smiles and waves you in.
Just gotta get to the dealership.
The car's on fire and already being stripped for parts.
You notice the car is on fire. You start running around trying to put out the flames. You run up to the driver's side window and try to smash it open. It won't budge. You break the passenger side window and then the driver's side window. You kick the doors open and they don't budge. You climb out of the car and run as fast as you can.
We got into a burning car, realized we couldn't do anything about it. Let's stop the fire with popcorn. Yeah.
You make popcorn on the fire.
Okay.
You watch the flames die down and realize that you have escaped the burning car.
Well, we kind
You
of
stand there looking at the car wondering what happened.
I'm
You
wondering
hear a
what
loud
happens.
noise and turn around.
Oh, okay.
There is a huge explosion behind you.
Oh, what's the huge explosion? Yeah.
Just walk away.
You look behind you and see a massive mushroom cloud rising high into the sky.
What?
You feel like you are being sucked into outer space. You
Oh,
scream and
yeah.
fall backwards. You hit the ground and roll around screaming. You are still alive, but now you are very dizzy and confused.
Man, those Lambos, when they go up.
When they really go, they go. You know?
You race across the street to the ladder. You climb up the ladder and swing yourself up into the air.
Oh, whoa.
You fly through the sky and land safely on the roof of the Monopoly building.
Ah,
That's
You
not what
look
I
up
meant,
and
but-
see the smoke and fire. The entire world seems to be turned upside down.
Oh my god. So
Okay.
everything's on fire.
we're still confused a little.
Yeah. I see. This is why we shouldn't have questioned the mayor. We shouldn't have taken the money. Now he's causing
Oh,
the
we
whole
took
world to
it.
be just blown up.
Maybe money's a new superpower.
That's true. We still got like $9 million left.
You throw money at the smoke and fire. You catch some coins and begin tossing them at the smoke and fire.
Okay.
You catch several coins and toss them
We
at the
got $10
smoke and
million,
fire.
we throwing coins?
They burn up and disappear. You continue throwing coins until all the coins are gone. You look up and see the smoke and fire fade away.
All right.
We're broke.
Wow, we did
we
it.
saved the day.
or,
did it.
or just doing nothing and the fire just subsided on its own. It's like, who's to say? I'll take credit for it though. As corny.
I think that's a save. We saved the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's start a family.
You lie on the grass
Yeah.
and wait for nightfall. You know it is going to be cold, so you wrap yourself in a blanket. You lay there waiting for the
Oh,
moon
here
to
we go.
come
Yeah,
out.
I got it.
You think about how you are going to survive the night.
We should have been laying on the ground. We're corn man.
You awaken to the sound of children laughing. You look over and see dozens of little people dressed in red overalls and
Wow.
carrying shovels. They are wearing white gloves too.
Oh
They
my
are called the
God.
Corn Cob Kids.
That's amazing.
They are always happy and smiling. They tell you that they found you buried under the snow.
That's Clay.
Coin.
That's, you know,
You
just
grab one of the
where we
corn
are
cob
generally.
kids and eat it. You enjoy their sweet taste. They are delicious. You sleep well.
I mean, there are kids, right? So fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They're delicious.
I'm not sure them being our kids makes it okay to eat.
All right. Oh, John and his morality questions. Uh, sweet baby corn. Let's say, sell them to
I
a
know.
Chinese restaurant. Baby corn is in every stir-fry dish. Okay, let's turn these baby corn into corn man.
You go to the strip club and find the corn cob kids.
They're already there.
Oh, they're
Very
already there.
excited to meet you. They say they never get tired of seeing you. They invite you to join them in the strip club. You agree and soon you are dancing with the corn cob kids.
All right.
In the strip club?
Yeah.
In the strip club.
Man, these are definitely our kids.
Yeah. They're just as chaotic as us, really.
Yeah. Why would we do that?
Well, they put on a show.
$10 million.
Ask the manager for money. He tells you that you must pay for your own drinks or else you cannot enter.
That sounds about
You
right.
refuse and
This
leave.
sounds like bullshit.
You are not sure where to go though.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You go to the Hollywood sign and wonder what this place is all about. You decide to check it out. You walk up to the sign and peer through the glass. You see a crowd of people milling about.
Okay, I got it.
You also see a neon sign hanging from the top of the building. You figure it must be a movie studio.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Is this the crossover episode?
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
You approach the Warner Brothers office. You want to talk to someone who knows what is going on. You call out to the receptionist and she comes over. She says that she will see you in a moment. You wait outside while she goes inside. When she returns, she looks surprised to see you.
We're a corn cob band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Are we?
That'll
rolling
make her
now?
remember me.
Yeah.
You open your hand and slap her hard across the face.
Oh,
She
gosh.
falls back and drops
Fall
her
back.
keys.
Back.
You laugh and smile at her humiliation. She screams and runs off crying. You
Humiliation.
follow her and chase her around the
No.
corner of the building and punch her repeatedly in the face.
Jesus.
She
Christ.
collapses and you finish her
Mean
off
to do
by
that?
breaking her neck.
You finished her off.
What?
We killed
That's a kill.
her. We killed the
That's a kill.
receptionist at the Warner Brother line.
Yeah.
Forget us.
Just
Why
fucking
did they do that?
dare try to talk to Corn Cob Man, see what the fuck happens.
Go to your meeting with a movie executive. Yes. Perfect call.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You call the
Starring
police
Penelope
and
Cruz.
complain that Tom Hanks is responsible for killing the girl. The cop arrives and asks if you want to press charges. You decline and he leaves. You go home and cry.
Decline.
Why would we press charges?
I know what we need to do.
Okay. That poor Tom Hanks. He's wanted for murder of multiple people. People are just blaming him for shit he didn't do. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's come out with the truth. That makes for a good movie.
Yeah. Straight from the
You write a
cops' mouth.
screenplay about your adventures.
Oh.
It takes you 2 years to complete.
It's about
You
right.
put it in a box and forget about it. One day
Okay.
you open the box and discover that the box has been opened.
Okay.
Inside you find a copy of the screenplay. You read it and are amazed by its content. It details your heroic deeds and the lives you lead. You are a hero.
Okay.
Wow.
We had like a 5-year time skip.
Make a movie with Tom Cruise starring as you.
Poor Penelope.
Yeah, sorry, Penelope.
You make a movie with Tom Cruise. You hire him to play you. He does a fine job. You realize that you have made a film about yourself. You are proud of your work.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year later, you win an Oscar.
Wow.
Everyone applauds and congratulates you. You feel great.
Feel
It's
pretty good
called-
about
Yep.
Corn cob
We did
man. Half corn, half human parasite. What do we do now that we won an Oscar? And
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's. It didn't make us happy.
The next day, you drink a large amount of butter. You fall asleep and do not wake up. Your body
Wow.
begins to shut down.
That's
You
the
die.
perfect end, and then that's a death.
I think that was the perfect life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another count for death.
Yep. You want to do one more short adventure here?
Yeah.
I think we have to.
Yeah. John or Bagel, you got any ideas?
Can we be a race car driver?
Yeah, let's do it.
I've always
What's our
wanted to
name?
be a race car driver. Let's see.
I think we should be a race car driver that's racing to escape from his father.
Okay.
His
Father's disappointment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your father is disappointed.
Can our name be Fast Frank?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the name.
Disappointed. Disappointed. You're a race car driver named Fast Frank. Alright, what's Fast Frank doing right now?
He's driving. Is he in the race? Is he in the big race?
It can be.
You are in the Daytona 500.
Driving backwards. We're in
Oh,
reverse.
yeah.
Driving
He's hardcore.
reverse. And in the lead.
In the lead. He has
Absolutely.
such a large lead, he's just going backwards now.
You are
He's just
confident
fucking with everybody.
you can win. Just as you are about to finish the race, you notice your dad in the stands
Oh no.
Ooh.
and crash.
That's a. Oh.
Oh no.
That's how aware this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he picks somebody out of a crowded stadium.
The rest of the race goes poorly for you.
No shit.
It was just like when you were little and had it on the playground.
Whoa.
Oh.
You don't remember anything after that except waking up in the hospital.
Wait, after the playground or after the race?
Both.
After
Both.
both times you woke up in the hospital.
Man. Poor Fast Frank.
The nurse looks at you and says, "Your dad crashed his car." You look around and see your dad's body lying in the back seat of the ambulance. He has been killed instantly.
Oh my god.
I guess that's a death. Is that a kill?
I think it's a kill.
It's a kill.
The pain is unbearable. You cry out in agony. You try to reach out to your father, but he is gone. His body lies dead in the back of the ambulance. You cry out in anguish.
Damn, we crashed the car into the audience and killed our dad.
Wow.
Yikes. Well, at least he can't be disappointed anymore. That's something, yeah, it seems like
You
he'd
swear
say.
to God that you will kill him in vengeance for your father's death.
Yes.
The next day, you go to school and tell
Oh,
everyone
man.
what
He's
happened.
in school.
They think you're
I'm 15
crazy.
years old.
A few days later, you get into an argument with your mom. She tells you she thinks you're going to be fine. You say you won't let her down.
I got
Sound
it.
like much of an argument.
I got this.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
I messed it up.
Yeah, I got you. I'll fix it. What, you got it? Okay.
I got it.
Thanks, Mom. Always got my back.
It happens. Sometimes.
You graduate from high school at 37 years old. You live alone. You work at a fast food restaurant. You never marry or have children.
Wow.
Damn.
Very presumptive of you.
Fast
Bob.
Frank is maybe his dad was right. We're just a fucking disappointment. Yeah, that's our big
Become night
accomplishment.
manager
is
at a
becoming
local
night
fast
manager.
food restaurant. You make $10,000 a year.
Oh,
That
you
is
enjoy
poverty.
life.
Money.
Jesus
Enjoy life
Christ.
though, I guess.
Things are pretty good.
Yeah, if it makes
Yeah.
Fast Frank happy. Now he's Fast Food Frank.
Yeah.
We could do that in our minimal petty tyrant status.
It's the only thing you have
You
control over.
sexually harass Fry Chef by asking him if he likes chicken nuggets.
What?
He doesn't answer, so you continue. I'm sorry I asked you that question, sir. My name is Mary. Mary, that's not my real name. No, it isn't.
There's a lot
But
of
I
Marys
thought
in
you
this
looked
game.
familiar. Is this your first time here?
Yeah. This sounds like my summer vacation after graduating.
Is this your first time here? I'm your manager.
Luke Loy.
I'm the night manager. You just don't see me because I work at night.
Yeah.
I've been working here 20 years.
I'm glad we have a badge as night manager.
Well, you need the key to get in the building.
You show him your badge. He asks you why you need one. You explain that you work security at the restaurant.
Night
He
manager.
asks you how much you make. You tell him you make $10,000 a year. He laughs. That's nothing. How
Asshole.
about $100,000? You laugh too. Well, I suppose. Then you realize you've made a mistake.
He doesn't. We don't know how much we make. You have 10,000, 100,000. I don't know.
I should have gone to college. Oh boy, those loud cues.
Oh,
You go to college. You learn more about yourself.
Oh.
You also meet a girl who becomes your girlfriend. Life is good.
oh no.
And then we
Okay,
drop
now-
out immediately and start drinking. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
college is too hard. You go back to
You decide to take a break from partying.
Oh.
You go home and start drinking heavily. You wake up the next morning hungover. You feel horrible. You call your mom and apologize. She tells you she knows you didn't want to go to college and that she should have told you sooner.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
She then tells you that she loves you and hangs up.
Oh
You sob
my God.
uncontrollably.
Oh, Fast Frank's mom is the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, Fast Frank's
Dude,
gonna
Fast
ruin
You
it.
Frank's
drive
mom is
fast down the
great.
405 freeway.
Okay.
You pass cars on the right side of the road. Suddenly, you hit
Oh
a truck.
God.
You lose
Oh.
control of your car and slam into
Okay.
a guardrail. You roll down the window and scream. You fall off the car screaming.
You
You
die.
die immediately.
Oh, Fast Frank. And then
we were
drive
driving
You
on the
drive
car.
drunk. You crash into a tree. You die.
I count that as double death.
It's a double death.
Just like our father.
Yeah, we've died twice in the past, and I've only counted it once.
We gotta find them.
Now you can find
Yeah,
God.
okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You find
This is
God.
not over.
You
Let's
pray
get
to
a
him.
dialogue, yeah.
After praying for several hours,
Okay, I
you
guess
finally hear a
just die
voice.
again.
It's Jesus Christ. He says, I am your Lord and Savior. I came to save you because you deserve it. You thank him and kiss him. He smiles and walks away. You die.
Well, that's the proof that heaven doesn't exist because he just smiled and walked
You walk
away. He
through the
was just
gates of heaven and confront God.
What?
You ask him why he did this to you. He answers
Yeah.
because you deserved it.
Oh
You smile
my
and nod.
God.
You die.
We can keep doing it over and over.
Yeah.
And just every scenario is you die again.
And because you deserved it, that's such a shitty thing for God to
You
say.
fulfill your vow to take
Yes,
revenge on
yes.
God. You drive to a nearby church and shoot a priest.
Oh shit!
You run inside and
That's a
shoot
kill.
another
I-
priest.